Okay, so hello. This video is how to build a conduit network from marker stone up to test area. This is for those who would like to use the purification node to create extra SC Wuling batteries and using the sewage you send up there and the zircon effluent you bring back down from the purification node. Proper credits I'm going to give out now. This is not my route. I did not come up with this. This is actually done by ADINSX. ADINSX. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce the name. I'm sorry, Aiden. And Nabrakayam. Why did I say it like that? Nabrakayam. They made it in Arflinier's Discord. Um, in the official Discord, the thread that Arflinier has. So not my route, but they have a text version. I am making a video version for you. So, and going over little things with my build, but I'll kind of do that at the beginning and the end with the meat of it not being totally related to my build, okay? So, let's get started. First things first, if you're using my build and you have or I guess really, you don't have to be using my build, but if you're using this kind of build where you have the water treatment unit, the 10 water treatment units in this corner, you do not need to change your build right now, and you can leave that and fix it later. You will need to put down the blueprints for the purification node build. We'll cover that at the end so that people not related to that can just leave really and be done with the video. Purification node people, however, if you already have a conduit network set up, this is what you need to do. I need you to come down here and put a relay down here, a Sure Knight relay here, and put another one down here, and you will need to make a temporary water treatment unit farm down here. I don't care where you do it. You just find some space to fit 10 of these bad boys, alright? Make sure you have enough power. Don't let your power run out because you added like 350 extra things, or 500, whatever it is. Alright, so just make something like this, and then redirect your sewage into the water treatment unit, okay? The zircon effluent can't back up. It can back up, it doesn't matter. But the sewage, you run into this water treatment farm. You just have it. I left this here so I could just show you what one would look like. It doesn't even look like this. Just make yours, okay? This will let you build the network without having to worry about the sewage backing up and your factory crashing. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is build the first area here with you, and the next area, then after that I'll just do manifolds, and you can kind of figure out how to do it, just to keep the video a little shorter. So I'm going to do this a little off, because I have a lot of stuff right here, and I'm not taking my own network down. I have a slightly different network. So let's go here. Oh, other thing, if you already have a network, once you have this water treatment unit set up, you should go ahead and just take down your network so you can reuse those facilities. So just go through and stash mode, go up to everything and just stash it down that you already have. All right, now let's get started. So what we have is, I'm going to rebuild this. So this is what, 3 conduit outlets and 1 inlet. So let's rebuild that over here. So this will be something like this. I think this has like 1 space, and then an outlet, and then an inlet. All right. And then we'll have the reverse on the other side. So whatever you have these, your other one's going to be the reverse. So conduit inlet manifold, conduit inlet, and conduit outlet, right? So let's connect these. And try and do some, we're going to do logical stuff. So the side that is going to one area, we'll kind of build on that side, right? So this right side is going further to Jingyu, left side is going to Markerstone. Now, obviously, you're not going to connect these ones yet. You're going to leave them as they are, but we will connect these back ones right here that are going to go out into the rest of the network. So I always start with the manifold because that helps me remember which I have, because I constantly forget. So there will always be the manifold, and then one conduit that matches the manifold and one that doesn't match it. All right. And that's how I kind of remembered how I was building this. So we're going to grab this manifold first. So there's a conduit inlet. And we're going to jump to this TP right here to the east of the treasure grotto in Jingyu Valley. Alright. So you run up these little areas. Conduit outlet. And you'll kind of place this guy down. We'll just put it like here. And connect. And then we'll do one that matches. And one that doesn't. Alright. Ah, camera. Okay. So then you'll connect the other two. And I don't know if you can go down and do it. No, you can't go down. It's too long. So you teleport back down and bring it up. And then you'll place the opposites. So this will be a conduit inlet manifold. This will be a conduit inlet. And this will be a conduit outlet. Right? So then you connect these. Connect these. Connect all your stuff. Alright. What the? Is it the height difference? It doesn't like the height difference? Alright. If you have something like that weird happen, just move it over and just try another way. It's like that. Alright. So now, we're going to grab this conduit inlets. And I'm not going to put all of them up. I don't have any more. But you also can just do that yourself. Let's try to keep the video a little shorter. So we'll jump up to here. To the Ecological Research Station TP. Okay? Jump up here. And you're going to want to go north. Like, up here. And if you can't, you see how there's like probably not going to be enough for the other conduits. You can place them like back here and then just run the pipes up if you need to, but let me check the video. Actually, let me check the guide and see where they place it. Because I'm pretty sure it's across this bridge. Yeah, so they kind of send it across this bridge. So we'll kind of do it how they did it. Like, so like here. Oop, crap out line. So like here. And then you'll place this. Oops, let me connect first. Just connect that. Nope, not that. Not the inlet. The outlet. So you kind of connect that, and you'll place an inlet just across from it, right? So we'll be a little more liberal here and place it all the way across the bridge. If it doesn't line up, I'm not going to worry about it. You can line yours up. This is just for demonstration purposes only. Connect. And connect. Now, you do want to have this side kind of across the bridge, though, because of where we're going next. So we can't teleport this one. We have to run. But make sure you put down... Remember, the conduit inlet manifold will dictate what goes next to it. So if you have an inlet manifold, you'll have one conduit inlet, one conduit outlet. All right, that's how you do that. You kind of always do it that way. Let's run it. But I always do conduit manifolds first to keep track of where I'm at. All right, so let's grab this and run. So we're gonna go into the cave and we kind of cross over into Wuling City here. Disregard the conduits I have set up. I'm doing some other mess, okay? That's don't you worry about that. We're doing the easy setup instead of whatever nonsense I got going on, okay? Which is really to save even more facility limit in Wuling City. Alright, so you come all the way up here because you want to be like up against this corner. Up in this corner. Oop, right here. You need to be in this corner for this to work right. Hold on 1 second. Alright. So, well, the outlet where we're going to jump from needs to be there. So we can place this kind of like on these stairs here. Get in there. Kind of like that, right? Oop. I am messing this up. So, kind of like that, right? And then you can just place the inlet manifold somewhere up here. Yeah. And then you just connect. Now remember, if you want yours to look pretty, you can finagle with it, but if you don't care, here you go. connect. Okay, so you'll make sure you get your others. Put your other conduits down, and we'll grab this and jump. Alright, so we're going to this TP, the Field Logistics Depot TP, the west side of it. Alright, now mine's a little cramped, so you gotta be aware of that. And here, you can just place it. What the hell is this? Dude, I wish you could get rid of these damn things. I don't want these things spawning. Alright, so here you can place it. Outlet manifold. You can just put it kind of like just right here. And then connect. Place your inlet manifold like back here. Okay? So just something simple like that. Connect. Connect. Get your other conduit set up. Grab this guy, and we're jumping up to Tianjing Courtyard. Sorry, I thought it was another A there. Okay, so here we're just gonna go slightly north. So I got my little zip liners right there, but we'll kind of do it like this. We'll put it like here. Okay. Inlet. Okay. Connect. Okay. Remember, you're going to put your other ones down as you need to. Grab this guy. Actually, what do we do here? Can we run this? I think we have to run this one. Yep, we got to walk it. Alright, so we got to walk. You're going to see kind of the mess I made back here. So I hope you have fun seeing that. But we got to walk this guy in, which I probably should have reversed the... Oh, no, it's fine. Alright, hold on. Let me cancel that. Grab it again. Alright, so let's start walking. Because we have to cross over this river. Mine kind of goes out to the left. I wanted to use even fewer facilities here. So I kind of did it a little differently. But try and use as little space as you can. I think we have, like, more than enough, but, you know, just in case. So here, jump. And we're going to use, I believe, this little area right here. Yes. Right, that's where the tree is, so we'll kind of be here. Oh, let me kill these bozos.
Tactical maneuver.
Alright.
Magnificent. Blood rises at the sight.
Wow.
So we'll place the outlet manifold like here. Is that where they are? A little bit further up. Ah, whatever. It's close enough. We'll place it like here, and then you'll put the inlet manifold like over on this side, right? Oop. I will at least line them up like that. All right. Connect. And connect. Did I connect that? I did, right? Yeah. Okay. So, get your other conduits put up. Jump and connect them. Run and connect them. Whatever you got to do. You'll grab this and jump through the wall to test area, to this west test area TP right here. Yep. See, that's a tight one right there. But what we'll do, we'll back it up a little bit and use this bridge. And you'll place the outlets on this side. And you'll put your inlets on this side. Okay. Now this one we have to go backwards. So you can't jump from here to up there. So you need to... I would advise you have some kind of zipline network that takes you up to the purification node right there, either from the teleport or from like right here like I do. Like this is for my deliveries, but I did put a zip line here to help me get to the purification node faster. So as you can see, you're going to have your manifold, your out, and then two conduits, alright? Two normal conduits. So just to replicate, I'm not taking that guy down. You'll have it like this. And start connection. And then you'll teleport back to this west relay point. And then you'll connect. Alright, so did you set the other ones up? So you'll put the rest of them up as you need to. Now remember, if you're like, sitting on the space on this bridge, just turn them sideways, right? So turn it sideways like that, and put the other one like this, and connect them. Right? Get creative on how you need to do it, but do it however you got to do it. Okay? You can pause the video, and well, it's way past saying that, but you can pause the video, figure it out. All right. So if you've done all that, now what you'll do is come back over to Jingyu Valley in the Treasure Grotto. Okay? Now down here in the Treasure Grotto, you'll have something that looks like this, where you have these four should be connected. I just don't have the other two connected. And you have these four on the back side here, not connected to Marker Stone. Now, if you are using the Purification node build, you already have your 4 outlets up top. I'm sorry, your 3 outlets in Marker Stone, and your 1 inlet, okay? This is for the Zircon Effluent, this is for sewage. These 3 are for sewage. The conduit outlets, the conduit inlet is for effluent. Just jump between and connect them. Jump between here and up there and connect them. And get them set up. And you're done. You make sure you take down your water treatment unit farm and you'll be good. Alright? For the Marker Stone people, or people who have water treatment units, you need to do a little extra step, depending on what you did when you first set up my base. So I'm going to do it in overhead, and then I'll run over and show you. How do I go burger now? Alright, so over here, you can see there's a fluid. There are 9 fluid pumps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th being all the way in this corner back here. Alright, and next to it is a fluid supply unit. Okay, so if you don't have it, you'll need to move that this fluid pump over all the way against the wall, and you'll need to put down a fluid supply unit and a conduit outlet. Alright, that's a conduit outlet right there. And run the conduit outlet directly to the fluid supply unit. Don't worry about all this extra piping I got going on. Just conduit outlet, fluid supply unit. Okay, that's it. I'll show you what it looks like over there.
Hold fast. The dawn is near.
So you'll have this fluid pump all the way against the wall, all the way back. This fluid supply unit right next to it, and then your next fluid supply is right here. For your conduit outlet, you just run it straight into the fluid supply unit, okay? That's what you'll have. Then you will need to redo your entire factory. So you need to tear down everything. Everything gets torn down inside here, inside the AIC, okay? And yours looks a little different than mine, don't worry about that. I keep messing with this damn thing. But all your pipes connect in the same places, so don't worry about the pipes. All your pipes will connect in the same places. And the pack ports are the same. The pack port outputs are the same. So delete all that, and you will need this blueprint set. You will need the MS 1.3 MS 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which, if you're looking at the document, flashbang warning, well, it's already kind of bright, so it's okay. In blueprint codes, it will be this one right here, the Purification node build. So these 4 are your import codes. Okay? And you just place them down. And once you place them down, you will find your conduit, your Zircon Effluent here. So this conduit outlet will connect to the Soul Inlet down in Treasure Grotto. Then you'll find 1 sewage here, and then you will find 2 sewage here. All right, so let me look in the overhead for you. So you got 2 right here. Oh, change it like that. 2 in the southeast corner, 1 on the east, and then kind of the effluent in the middle of the base. All right. When you replace your blueprints, your stuff should be working, but if you want overflow protection, make sure you come over to these crucibles and turn them on. Turn on the multi-clog auto fix. They're not on by default. And that should be everything. Oh, not everything. When you are done, you've connected all the conduits together and your network is working. Follow your network. I always talk about this, but check. Run through the network and check and make sure sewage is flowing through all of the pipes, okay? And effluent is coming back. Now, it'll take a while for effluent to come back.
Stay alert.
But
The
you'll
enemy
know
there
it's
is
working when you
strong.
start seeing effluent as a little icon on the conduits. You see how these conduits have no icons on them? Like no sewage icon? When you know it's working, you'll see this. They'll have the icons on them saying what they're transporting, okay? So follow your network up to make sure it's working, and then wherever, so you can see where, if it's not working, where the error is, and you can fix it. All right? That's the whole video. It's a lot shorter, a lot sweeter than the last time, and I hope this helped. If you got questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll help you out.